Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's match reaction time as Daniel Sturridge scores a worldie. What a beautiful bastard that man is. I tell you what, when you need someone to come on and just have like 2 touches of the ball and score, Daniel Sturridge is that man. Daniel Sturridge, I believe, is the only person in our squad who was capable of scoring that goal in the manner in which he did so. It was absolutely superb in a game that Liverpool deserved to lose, Liverpool deserved to win, and Liverpool deserved to draw. I can't get my head around it, but this is why we love football. This is why we love this game, because anything can happen, and that's kind of what happened today. You know, I thought Liverpool, with a better side first half, crafted and created the best opportunities, and yet found themselves a goal behind. So a wonderful work goal from Chelsea. I mean, that little pass and spin move that he puts on Trent does Eden Hazard, absolutely brilliant. You think you're in a decent position. Listen, there'll be people talking about Alisson and the fact that he was, his position and all that, I'm sorry, but he shot and he scored. And that's kind of that for me. And Eden Hazard can do that and did that. We've seen that twice this week. But the fact is, second half, I thought, you know, when we ended the first half, we were in control of the game. But when we came out second half, it felt like Chelsea had taken a lift from getting to half-time. And the chances had started to dry up for us. And massive credit has to go to the manager, Jurgen Klopp, there, because it is a huge decision to take off Mo Salah. Now, his performance personally, I thought he did really, really well up until when he's shooting on goal or when he's playing that final ball, but he was a danger throughout the game. And I turned around to the lads here and I said, you know, the only thing I can think of to do here is take Mo off and bring Shaqiri on. But I didn't really think that Jurgen would do that. But the man's got huge, massive balls. And he did do that. And he took off our talismanic striker, or winger, whatever you want to call him, and brings Shaqiri on. And Shaqiri had a good game. And they probably had a lift from Mo Salah going off. Maybe 10 minutes afterwards, we struggled. You know, they were pressing really hard, and it was very, very difficult for Liverpool to break through and craft any type of opportunities. But once we got our feet in the game, once Naby Keita comes on as well, 3 substitutes all had a marked effect for me. All 3 of them played brilliant. You can't underestimate Keita's like slalom-esque run before Daniel Sturridge scores his goal. And he's the only midfielder that we've got at present who's willing to take the ball and maybe take on 2 or 3 players and drive the team forward with the ball at his feet. And it's definitely something that we've certainly been missing this season. But comes back to that strike by Daniel Sturridge, you know, 1 touch and then he just hits it. And you know, as soon as he's hit that it's flying in. And, you know, he came on the field for like 4 minutes, and I've looked at his stats. He had 1 shot, 1 goal. Didn't do anything else. No passes, no crosses, no duels, no interceptions, no blocks, no nothing. Just scores a goal. And this is a lad who probably hasn't kicked the ball since before the game. And that's just unbelievable, isn't it? That you can come on and just do that. And he cited that in the previous game by hitting the crossbar. Is that even allowed? Are you supposed to do that? No, you're not. But Daniel Sturridge has got quality. He's got a wonderful left foot, and he can do that for us. And listen, as far as the rest of the team goes, I think, listen, people can have a talk about Alisson's position for that first one, but he makes 2 or 3 outstanding saves in that game. You know, the first half one where he flies out, second half he flies out at Hazard's feet as well. I just thought, you know, that's why we paid the money for Alisson, because he can make 2 or 3 or 4 good saves during a game of football and look confident. And Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez, how fast are those 2? I think we've seen Virgil van Dijk sprint for the first time. He was miles away when I think it was Willian was running through, and the 2 of them, Gomez and Van Dijk, are sprinting, and they are tearing down the field and manage to get back and get the ball off Willian. And you know what? The pace and the ability of these 2 centre-backs just can't be questioned. These 2 are on the same page. These 2 could be the centre-back pairing for Liverpool for quite some time. And you look at the defence as a whole, you got Alisson, you got that back 4, and that unit could play together for so long now. Trent and Robertson were caught out of position quite a lot in this game, and I don't want to focus too much on the negatives, because I think it was partly down to the fact that Liverpool were chasing the game, were looking for that goal. And even earlier on in the game, Robertson's caught out of position twice on long balls over the top to Willian. A little bit of a concern, but that's what happens when you come up against good sides and good players. You know, the ball from David Luiz to Willian for the first one's absolutely just on a dime, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. But we fought our way back into that game. As I say, I think we did enough to win the game. I think we did enough to lose the game. And I think we did enough to draw the game. And that's just mental. But it's the way in which you come back and you score that late on in the game. That's what gives you hope. Because I know that this Liverpool side over the last 25 years or so lose that game normally. I've seen Liverpool sides not go on and score a goal. But the quality that we've got off the bench and the manager who's willing to use his bench rescues Liverpool a point there, because we bring on Shaqiri, we bring on Keita, and we bring on Daniel Sturridge, and they have a positive impact on the game, all three of them, and that has not happened enough over the last 20 years. This Liverpool side is serious. This Liverpool side did not want to get beat twice in a week by that side. This Liverpool side want to go and challenge for the Premier League, and it's not going to be a two-horse race, not by a long shot, because Manchester City are incredible. This Chelsea side, under Sarri, look like they've got what it takes. I mean, they're 2 months in, or 2.5 months into Sarri's, managerial tenure, and they look like they understand, and they're a good side, and that was a hard place. But we've now played Tottenham away from home, we've now played Chelsea away from home, Leicester's a tough away, Crystal Palace is a tough away, and still in the early parts of this season. And we've got a huge week upcoming against Napoli and Manchester City, but we can't fear them. Our front three's not quite firing, we know that, and yet we're still getting results. Last season even, if our front three wasn't firing, we weren't getting those results. So there's positives to be had here, because they will click. Mo Salah will start scoring those goals when he gets those opportunities. Roberto Firmino will look more dangerous, and even tonight, bar David Luiz defending on the line, he would have had a goal, and Mo Salah a couple of opportunities, rounds the keeper for one, nearly gets a goal, good defending by Rudiger. You'd maybe want him to take the shot before he gets to Kepa in goal, but he didn't, and that's the way it is. Liverpool definitely deserved the point today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV on YouTube, and I'll be back with player ratings very, very soon.